it's normally stories that come with that. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
Going on, good people? Y'all know what time it is. It is the Bottom of the Bottle show. The Humpday Happy Hour tap in. Sorry for the late start. We had some technical issues. Had to make some things shake, and now they shooken. So I'm one of the hosts, Jay Walker the third. That's the other host, my partner. Them. What's going on, Carolina?
No, you already know this. The Humpday Happy Hour tap in. We back at it.
Yeah, man. So we a little late getting started. We ain't no worse for the wear. But shit, it's March because we the first quarter of the way through the year. Seemed like Christmas was just like a week ago.
About a week ago, Bobby Schmurder. About a week ago.
Hey, shit. I mean, is it still moving fast, or you figure it's it's doing what it's doing?
Shit, as I say, it's damn near April Fool's Day.
It's damn near April Fool's Day. I still ain't done my taxes yet. I don't know if I got it.
Shit.
I don't know if I got anything coming to me. But something.
Shit, I might not even have that.
Shit. Well, we ain't gonna talk about it too long. You seen the craziness with the people in Mexico, man? Got a connection to South Carolina?
Yeah, Go ahead.
No, they were saying it was 4 people. It was 5. One of them lucked out because they didn't have an ID to cross the border, so they wasn't able to make the trip.
Yeah, that's crazy. The lady said there was 2 of them from Lake City or something like that.
Yeah, man.
And the crazy thing is, my homeboy hit me up. Shit, Lawrence hit me up Sunday, and he from Lake City, but that was just a coincidence.
Pretty crazy, man. Look, ladies, y'all beautiful as you is, man. Sometimes you just got to work with the flaw you got. Some things can be fixed with a little bit of work, and some things can be fixed with a little bit of counseling. I don't know if it's worth your life to cross into another country to potentially get some work done to make you look better. That's what I'm gonna say.
Shit, somebody wants you. It might not be who you want you, but somebody wants you.
And they gonna treat you like a queen. But that's neither here nor there, man. I like to big up the self-esteems with the people and whatnot. You got something for Dempsey on the beat, cuz? You want to put a little jug in it?
Oh yeah, I got it playing right now at the low.
Check out Dempsey on the beat for your musical needs. If you're a rapper, if you're a singer, if you're an artist in general, you might need some musical shit.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you got beats, send them to us and we'll play them on the low. We'll make sure you get your credit, but we'll start broadcasting people beats, man.
Absolutely, man. Well, it ain't been me and you in a while, man, so we're going to get right to it, man. I had a thought for first call, man. So this is my thought. You remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
We're going to do 5 celebrity death matches. You need to tell me who won and what they did to win.
Bam.
All right. Lizzo, Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, set it off.
Okay. How she win the fight?
Set it off. She did. She let that chopper go or something like that. She bad something let that chopper go.
You gotta remember, set it off because Jada slapped her. She bitched up.
She did, but she let them cops have it at the end.
Okay. Queen Latifah win the first fight. From Lizzo, we'll go Franklin Saint, Damson Idris versus Leon.
In acting?
No, celebrity deathmatch.
Oh, Leon done played too many roles. He like Joker. He got too many personalities. The thing Leon win.
I'm talking about Leon, the little light skinned dude with the afro, his hitter from Snowfall.
Oh yeah, his hitter. Leon ready.
Okay. What do you do to win?
I think Idris take him at the beginning, and then Leon just bulk up at the end and take him. I think he just slapped the fire out of him, like Jerome did. Slapped the fire out of him.
Slap the fire out of him. All right. Celebrity death match. Nick Cannon versus Charlemagne the God.
Nick cut up. Nick be working out. Nick beat Charlemagne by having all his kids jump him.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I wasn't ready for that one. That's a good one. We'll go. It's the fourth match. We go. I had a thought, and then it went. Timberlake versus Bieber.
I go. Oh no, for some reason I go Timberlake.
Say again.
I go Timberlake.
What do you do to win?
He sing a high note and buzz his eardrums.
That's classic celebrity deathmatch shit.
Yeah.
My final celebrity deathmatch. Damn, okay, you caught me. You choked me up on that other one. Final celebrity deathmatch. Damn, okay, I'll just stump myself. We'll go with Sylvester Stallone versus The Rock.
I go Sly Stallone. He got that Rambo knife. Can't beat that Rambo knife. Only person that beat that Rambo knife is Crocodile Dundee knife. So we go Rambo. I know a lot of people don't know about Crocodile Dundee, but that knife, Crocodile Dundee, is a serious knife.
So the old man Sylvester Stallone over The Rock. That's my five.
Yeah. More to catch you off guard. Let me make sure I say this right. More to catch you off guard. The water puddle that you can't see the depth, or that door you go to push and it don't open.
It's the door.
It's the door.
It's the door. If the door don't do what you think it's gonna do, it's gonna fuck you up.
All right.
Hold on. We need time out.
All right. Well, check this out. Because he finally got it working, and we were just buying our time. Tech, you finally got this is the reason why we on the show. This is the reason why we on the show. You are basically perfect now. We've been working on this for over 30 minutes.
and be like that sometimes.
Yeah, man. It's finally perfect. Everything worked out. So you figured it out?
I think I did.
It's coming in clear. So check this out. We got this thing called First Call. I got 5 questions. My brother got 5 questions. You in the middle of our 5 questions. So we're going to go through this as quick as possible so we can get to the reason why we're here. Your favorite non-hip hop rap genre? Non-hip hop, non-rap genre of music.
Shit. I like everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I threw it in there. You gotta give me one of them.
That I don't like?
That you do like.
I like them all.
All right. Fried fish or fried chicken?
I go with the fish.
We the hardest word for you to pronounce.
People's names.
People's names. All right. Fourth one. If you was to practice for any Olympic event for 365 days for 1 year, that's 1 year, what event would you do in the Olympics?
Swimming.
Damn. I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Why is that?
Because you just don't hear people talk about swimming. Like people say track, people say, shot put, discus. Swimming, gymnastics, people don't fuck with. Like normal people don't fuck with them two.
Gotcha. Well, for me, before I got into the music, I was very competitive into sports, and swimming was my forte.
All right, so check this out. After we get through this, we're gonna link all of us together. And my last one, my favorite one for the last couple of weeks. If you had $300,000, what franchise would you invest in? Any franchise, no matter what it is.
Chick-fil-A.
All right, you the second one since I've been asking this. Chick-fil-A. All right, that was my first. My brother gonna go through his 5 real quick.
Favorite pair of shoes all time.
Shit, Crocs.
Hey, look, I hated on Crocs for a long time, cause then I got some. So I'm gonna leave that there.
Some of my feet dangling now.
Favorite album or 2 or 3 that came out in the last 5 years.
Shit. Okay. Nas, KD 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Shit. I'm gonna say I Swear Vezo.
Okay.
Damn. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, really, cause I listen to so much music, and I'm very picky. So I'm gonna say my homeboy Country C.
Okay.
His last album, his last project was real dope, and there's from word for word, album for album, song for song is dope. So I'm gonna say Country C.
What's the name of the album?
You Can't Ban the Track Man, Volume 2.
All the comic books, all the Marvel movies, all the DC movies. What's your favorite superpower? What superpower would you like to have?
Shit. Shit, if anything, I'll be Iron Man.
Okay. I'm with the technology shit too. Nobody says that, but I'm with the tech shit.
Who had more money, Iron Man or Bruce Wayne?
I think it was Iron Man, cuz.
All right.
Yeah.
He was selling weapons to the United States. I'm pretty sure it was Iron Man.
Now, if Iron Man didn't exist, then it would have been the Hulk.
Okay. No matter how rich you might get, no matter how wealthy you might get, what do you eat today that you're going to eat 30 years from now?
Shit, whatever's organic.
Okay. That's what's happening.
Shit, really, whatever's, hopefully whatever's real at that moment in time, and hopefully, if it's the last few stuff that's real and it costs a lot, then I'm blessed to be able to, be in position. But, if it was, the same time with food now down the line, and if I was in a position, it would be the same shit I eat today.
No doubt. You must be eating green. That's good. That's good. Like for me, no matter how rich I get, I'm gonna have the occasional peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Okay.
The Crustables.
Okay. My last one has been a staple here lately. White room, white table. You got one chair, it's 2 empty chairs. Dead or alive, who do you want to have a conversation with?
Damn, that's a good one. Let me see. If I had opportunity to sit down and conversate with somebody, all right. And the great thing is, I told myself, if I can go back in time to where the bullshit started, I would stop that person. Like, yo, man, what you about to do? There's too much bullshit you about to start, and it's gonna fuck a lot of lives between now and all the way to 2023. You know, we gotta do something, homie. I can't let this happen.
Who was that?
So I don't know where the bullshit started. I don't know if it started with the first man, or you know.
I get it. Oh no, that's dope.
Or what tribe, or what, you know, what organization, or, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Whoever the first person
in position at that moment in time to have the mindset to be able to have so much fuck shit happen in life. So I want to go back to that moment in time.
The super villain, world domination, the first world domination guy.
Man, it's just so much bullshit, man. Life is dope, man. Just people make things complicated, man.
No question. Well, that's my 5.
All right, D-Tech, we're going to go through this little down memory lane shit real quick before we get to the meat of it. So, down memory lane, I remember growing up hearing about you from my brother. So, I don't even know if you recognize my brother.
Who's your brother?
No, the guy right there.
I am.
Oh, my bad.
I used to roll with Wayne, with Ty.
Back in the days.
Back in the day, yeah.
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. So I graduated with your brother.
Oh shit.
With Eric. Yeah, I graduated with Eric. Yeah, so that was the whole time.
Yeah, it's a crazy full circle right here.
You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't when I invited you, I didn't want to use it. I didn't want to put that out there. I just wanted to do it as, you know, who we are. But I've been listening to you since, like, my brother was talking about you because he 5 years ahead of me. So he was talking about you like when you first got started.
Yeah. You was carrying crates and backpacks, and you had all the new hot shit back then. Cause
remember when I met you, I said, man, you're a legend. You say people don't treat you like it. That's where I remember you from back then.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it. Yeah, I graduated with your brother. Yeah.
Damn, man, that's life is dope, and it's amazing that, you know, we can come back together and still, you know, reflect on back then and now on where we at with it. So, you know, it's definitely a blessing that we're able to speak on it now, and, you know, hopefully this conversation interview can take us all through memory lane, because you know, so much from back then to now, it's just been one hell of a process of you know, just a grind. So I'm definitely interested in, you know, just to have this conversation, the questions you got to ask. Shit, I'm ready.
I mean, it's man, we try to keep it real simple, man. It's real conversational. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
What would you say? What would D-Tech say to Daniel? Say half-life. However, if you cut your life in half, what would you say to that guy now?
Damn. Not because, you know, I had that conversation with Daniel. So at the end of the day, like, you know, be selfish, because sometimes love, you know, it costs and it hurts. You feel me? And just for me, always showing love, you know, it was like, damn, you know, I should always put myself first. But just being the person I am is that sometimes it can be challenging for myself to put myself first. It depends on the situation, though. You feel me? So when it comes to, you know, what I've been doing from Daniel to D-Tech, you know, it's always been the music before myself.
For sure.
You feel me? So I always went for the bigger picture of the music instead of being myself on the bigger picture.
What track really got you in the music? With your pops or mom or auntie? What track was that track that you heard a lot and would motivate you towards music? But when you got older, you was like, that's it.
About just with music or with hip hop?
For music.
Shit. Well, from coming from both parents being Spanish, so salsa, merengue, all that stuff has always been around. Julio Iglesias, just you name it, I heard it all. So, and then of course, hearing all the, the same the 70s and the 80s music, whether it be pop, rock, or soul. So I always been around the music. I just I just wasn't into it like that. I was just more like I like what I was hearing, because at that time I was more into sports than I was into music. And when I came across rap, hip hop, that's when it was fresh pussy for me.
Okay.
Hey.
That's what
yeah.
I don't feel old like our parents feel old. You know what I'm saying? But we was alive before hip hop started, cause like we've seen the entire life cycle of hip hop.
Absolutely, we caught right everything in the middle.
There you go.
It went like this from over here. Oh wow. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
We was watching it go. If I seen it, I know y'all seen it. That's what we could be able to say. Like we seen it go from here to there, and it's dope. But yeah, we definitely seen it.
So speaking of that, from here to there, that timeline. So you heard what Melly Mel said about Eminem.
What'd he say?
He said Melly Mel said Eminem shouldn't be in the top 5.
Well, that's everybody's opinion. You feel me?
And that's what I was going at. He had valid points. He pointed out 2 tracks Eminem had back in the day that referred him not being in the top 5. So one of them was "Till I Collapse." So something told me just look at "Till I Collapse." "Till I Collapse" came out in 2002.
That's one of his hardest hits ever.
But that's the thing. Now y'all talking about the greatest rappers in the last 50 years, and it's 2023. So Melly Mel's using that as his defense of Eminem not being in the top 5. But look how much work he has done from 2002 to 2023. You're not the same man. He's putting more into his catalog. So you can't use that as a defense in you saying he shouldn't be in the top 5. If anything, his longevity as being the only white guy should be a power move.
Not only.
No, but I'm saying he didn't use it as race, but he used it as race. If you go back and listen to how he said it, this
is what I say about hip hop, and hip hop is a sport in itself. It's a gladiator sport.
Correct, I agree.
Melly Mel is hating.
He's been told to be a hater.
You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate his contribution to hip hop. Nobody can front with the message. You can play it today. It still holds true. Beat not. However, for him to come along in the late 90s, in the 2000s, at that point, you got about 15 years of rap. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Kryptonite?
For him to be like, to make you be like, what'd he say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is like hip hop now. I'm a hater for hip hop now. I'm big on enunciation. I'm big on storytelling. I'm big on the foundations of what rap used to be. So I'm not attaching myself to a lot of these younger kids. The other thing I'll say is hip hop is a young man's game. There's room for old niggas. Don't get it twisted, but it's a young man's game.
But yeah, that's a good opinion, and and that can make sense as well too. But hip hop, when people say is a young man's sport, is really the voice of the people in the community and what's going on in that market, wherever they're from. You feel me?
Okay.
And there's no age on telling the truth what comes from the streets. You feel me? So us three can go to the studio and have a dope ass beat, and make a hit, and it'll catch on to everybody's ears. You feel me? If we speaking that shit,
Right. True that.
so you know,
It's
so
all in the
at the end of the
packaging.
day, huh?
It's all in the packaging.
It just got to make sense.
Right. But I think this is what, like when we were young, and we talk about this all the time. When we were young, we were we were watching history. I don't know if a lot of the young guys, you said your favorite album, one of your collections is The King's Disease, 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the younger generation even respects it? They don't not necessarily like, but do you think they respect
it? If DJs was to play more songs off the project, I think they would, because as being a DJ, I tell people, yo, this shit is dope. You feel me? Just like I say, you know, I'm from Nas to Icewear Vezzo to Country C. You feel me? To me, that's all hip hop. It's different, you know, it comes from different regions, but at the end of the day, it still was being talked about in today's community in different parts of the world. You feel me? So Nas being from New York, Hit Boy being from, I think, from the West, and being young producer, shit, that's almost like Nas linking up with Pete Rock, Large Professor, you feel me? Primo, all in 2023, and one producer.
Yeah, that's that Dre and 50, that West Coast and East Coast mix. Y'all ever heard Hit Boy Daddy Rap?
Nah.
Oh, when you look it up, G's supposed to cry. When you get off here, he only got one video. He blood down. Listen to G's ain't supposed to cry. Bruh, I listen to that shit for like the last 4 years. Every once in a while, I'll pull that shit. That shit so hard. His dad got locked up though. His dad got locked. He got locked up, got out. He was kicking with Hit Boy, then he got locked up recently, like within the last year or so.
That's crazy.
G's ain't supposed to cry. That shit is so hard. But I also want to get into you, because you know me and you had several messages back and forth. Once again, you are a legend in the heart of Columbia, and we've had certain legends. We've had certain legends on this show. Kryptonite, he ain't here now. DJ Kryptonite, he a legend. Frosty, Venom, Neek, Prince Ice, like when I say legends, over 10 years strong, parties, radio, like just moving in the city, pushing the city. Y'all set a bar for the city, and I think the indie artists didn't understand the bar, and now it feels like the city / the state ain't getting no love, because y'all have a reputation to uphold as well. You can't have somebody that's coming to you with a basic ass track, basic ass beat, basic ass theme.
People say you want to put South Carolina on. South Carolina's been in many positions over the last few years.
Yeah, so
it's been on it's on now.
So that's what I wanted to say. How do you feel about the position of South Carolina right now? As far as
man, I want to say it's perfect timing. You know, just the fact that, and I'm gonna go back from this point where a few minutes ago we were saying this part, like, wow.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we was the ones in the middle watching the shit go over our heads to the point like, all right, hip hop is migrated to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I get it. But now you gotta understand hip hop, you know, the DJing aspect, but the production aspect as well too, because if you look at it, producers gave New York that sound. New Orleans gave New Orleans producers, and DJs gave it that sound. Each market had a producer and DJ give it that sound. So right now, for our state, we got a lot of producers, young producers, that's making big noise and making big placements and going, you know, and making hits with other artists. So other artists like a Rob Wave, an NBA Youngboy, they are rapping over our sound. They just happen to be who they are. You feel me? The Baby was rapping over our sound. Uzi Vert is a vein of our sound. You feel me? Off a speaker knocker. You feel me? So we have producers, and so over time, producers got better, and not just one, but we got a few other producers is producing our sound for everybody else. So it's really is our time, because our sound is making everybody else get hip to what is really going on with us. We just got to keep working and work correctly, and we have to believe that we can make this shit work. And people got to believe in themselves that they can work.
We had King Kill Columbia on here, and we've had Mantees on here. Mantees worked on Jack Harlow's album. Like, I believe it. Like, we have the talent, and I agree with you. I felt like it hit Charlotte and it jumped over us and went to Atlanta and Florida and Houston and Tennessee and parts of Kentucky and Virginia before that. So I feel like when you did that whole, I felt that to my bones.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, that shit just jumped over.
And then you got to look at production teams too. Like, the music business definitely has a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? Every Dre hit ain't a Dre beat.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a Scott Storch who was able to get out from under that shadow. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that's what happens as well. Like, when you trying to get your spot, you might have to give something away in order for it to blow up and be what it is. And a lot of people from the city have dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker say, that's my shit right there, and you'll just be like, nah, son. You ain't make that shit. And then you'll find out later that they did. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hierarchy in music, man, and we gotta play our positions, man. We gotta what this platform is about is trying to minimize that hate. Let's just work together, cuz you know what I'm saying? If we buy more lottery tickets, we got a better chance at winning.
Mm-hmm.
For you to not work with this man, and you don't even know why, in reality, why you don't want to work. You don't have no real issue with him. Just other than somebody around your camp saying, don't fuck with him.
They just hate, envy, and jealousy. They just mad because they can't do it.
That part.
Yeah, but I love what, because we had Surplus on here. We had Surplus on, I think, last year.
A few months ago.
Okay,
I know y'all.
That's the
homie. Yeah. And when he spoke on back then, which I've always remembered Surplus, because I always share his stuff, and then get with you, and you said, nah, South Carolina got a sound here we need to push, and that's all you pushing. And I was just thinking, like, damn, Surplus in his, with his click, it's just like, that shit makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have music here that needs to be pushed. Now, I asked, I think it was Venom or somebody, are we too critical of our music, or do we not just want any BS to get out to represent us?
Man, if people know better, people do better. And if people stop hating, there'll be a lot more better. You feel me? And like I tell people, man, if we're in a position in the music business to pump music, we're supposed to be music heads, music lovers. Pump the music. If you like the music, but you don't want to pump the music because you don't like the person, then what we doing this shit for? Okay. Why you here? You feel me? So like for me, I always like, man, the music is dope. Like, all right, it's just dope. If I like it, I know people gonna like it. And I gotta play what the people want to hear. But that's why in 2017, I took a pause for the cause on DJing and just really focus more on the behind the scenes on some executive A&R art development scene for a moment. And at the same time work on building the brand and the coalition Carolina situation as well. So I took a break in 2017, and I'm just now coming out to play with the turntables, because when I took a break in 2017, I cut off all music from Atlanta, New York. I cut everybody off, and I just focused on Carolina music from 2017 all the way to now. So I have a strong catalog to the point where I can go into clubs and DJ anywhere and play nothing but Carolina music all night and rock out to the point where I don't miss a beat.
Hey, you the most valuable DJ in the Carolinas. Then you can do that.
And I already have done it multiple times. And people like, damn, Tech, you really played no Jeezy, no Gucci, no Future, no Gotti, no. I said, nah, man, I ain't playing. I don't have to no more.
Right.
And plus, a lot of them dudes ain't solid enough for me to even support their music anymore.
Okay. As for your tenure in this industry, guys, like you run back a long way. What's your most proud accomplishment on your journey to today, up to today?
Man, with the music,
could be your kid, cuz. We'll exclude family, cuz everybody know anybody worth their ass is supposed to love their family. So
yeah,
outside of family,
my kid, but if it's music related, like within the work related, shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm still working. I ain't get to that point yet.
Okay. That's what it is, man. And it's about drive, man. It's like what we doing here with this podcast shit, man. It's like my brothers say it all the time. We gonna do this anyway. These are the kind of conversations that we would have just for no reason. You know what I'm saying? We look at our lives, our experiences, and we grew up in the same house, but we definitely have different perspectives on a lot of shit. So we always gonna keep moving forward. People be like, "Hey man, you still doing the podcast?" First off, you're an asshole. You should be tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Second off, I'm doing it out of my love for the politics, for the conversation, for the people. Like, we do have a very strong music and entertainment foundation, but overall, we here for the people, cuz. We've had black woman that has her own farm, fully functioning farm.
Wow.
A black dude that raises and trains racehorses. You know what I'm saying? Firearms specialists and instructors. Like, is having our community in conversations that we should have already been in. You know what I'm saying? To not be the monolithic people that some of our oppressors might, think that we are. All we do is eat chicken and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? We had, I can't even think of her name now, man, and I'm sorry about that. A Native American college basketball Hall of Famer out of Arizona State. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We here for the culture to put people up on culture. You know what I'm saying? And culture is not just the music all the time.
Yeah, so, you're right.
Like, I identify what you're saying. You haven't quite made it. You haven't quite grasped that accomplishment yet. You know what I'm saying? This is a small platform that we on, but we gonna keep striving regardless. And if it becomes big, super dope. But if it don't, we still gonna be all right.
Absolutely. And that's how I feel about. And that's how I feel about me doing this shit for almost 30 years.
Okay.
You feel me?
But like you've definitely touched your core group of people. People know who you are. People value you for what you've done over the last 30 years. And we need people to know that.
We ain't drink champs, but we want to give you your flowers. We ain't drink champs.
No, trust me. When it was asked, I was like, hell yeah. You feel me? Yeah. That's the same reason I do. I do it for the community, the people. I do it for us. I do it for the ones that to get overlooked, the underdogs. You feel me? Even to myself, I'm still considered underdog.
Man, there you go. You ain't no underdog. Like I said, we go back. Like I said, I didn't want to put it on there before we got on the show. I wanted to be authentic, but we go back. You and my brother, me and your brother. But I do want to ask you, since we on this wave right now, and we talked about the last couple of episodes, How do you feel about the BMF era in Colombia at that time?
Damn. Lit.
Okay. Okay. And
that was a different time and moment, to be honest with you. You know, like you really had to been there, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Like for us, and I told my brother, I told past guests we had one of T.I.'s personal assistants on last week,
his nephew.
And it didn't even dawn on me, like all these years later, I realize now why it was so lit. I didn't even know why it was lit then. When I figured out why it was so lit was when the billboard came up and they was on their way down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we out here in these streets, we go clubbing, we go to strip clubs, we at car shows, we doing all this shit. And you hear BMF, but you don't know that that's why the city is shaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember bringing people here I was military, so I would bring some of my homeboys from the military. They might be from Ohio, they might be from Cali, they might be from Oklahoma, Louisiana, Tennessee. And for a city that I grew up in, and I'm like, this is just where I'm from, them motherfuckers was like, boy, y'all lit around here, cuz. Like, y'all living. Like, bro, you from fucking, you from San Diego, y'all lit out there. He was like, nah, this different.
It's different, yeah, it's way different.
You know what I'm saying? So,
y'all getting butt naked and selling a Roger Wood sausage after when you do the club.
Okay, they didn't. That was one of the biggest things is like going to the strip club and the bucket naked. That was throwing motherfuckers off.
And then the grill man was outside selling you sausages after you leave, knowing you hungry, so you ain't go to the Waffle House.
It's everything. It's food. It's culture. It's cars. It's everything that comes along with what hip hop is. Like we started out because we didn't know that Run DMC was going to usher in commercialism. Like, we thought that black people was going to listen to rap, and that was it. We didn't even think all the black people, our parents didn't fuck with hip-hop.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
My mom said that shit going to last for 2 weeks.
There you go. But now, if you got a product to sell, what's your soundtrack?
It's a hip-hop. Sprite commercial. What did Sprite do? Sprite took on the hip hop genre. Was like,
immediately,
hey, taking the run. Yeah.
Immediately.
So Tech, a bigger song. Nelly's Air Force One or Jeezy Air Force One?
Jeezy.
For the streets.
I guess because I was around it more than I was around Nelly.
Okay.
Yes, I was able to really feel the whole Jeezy, Snowman, the whole.
For sure.
I was around the Air Force Ones.
But, I mean, and up until recent, that shit go back to Run DMC, cuz everybody wanted a pair of shell-toed Adidas, cuz. Everybody wanted that fucking tracksuit and them shell-toed Adidas.
See, I still rock shell-toed Adidas.
They good for wide feet. They good for dudes with bad feet.
That's right.
I need to get some because boy, everything else on my feet.
But for real, like I'm more of a Nike head. You feel me? Like,
absolutely.
But I don't wear them. I buy them and collect them.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the value.
But I dog out my Adidas though. You feel me?
That's what you wear because they comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The practicality of it. But even still, like, look at how hip hop has changed that. Look at the amount of people that make an ass of money based off of the sneaker game, which is a direct descendant of hip hop. Look at the moves that we make in art. You know what I'm saying? For a kid that was tagging in the street, he can now get a piece of canvas, tag on his canvas, and sell that shit for an untold amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we still, fight the fight to get the proper compensation. Like if all the money that hip hop generated stayed in the communities that the hip hop came out of, it's just sad that we don't get that proper percentage off of our 100% creative juices.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that transition from hard copies to digital music and where we are now?
Yeah, and being right now is the best time to be independent, and really everybody need to be supporting each other and really doing business with each other instead of trying to reach out and do business with somebody that knowing damn well they're going to bump our head over hard with some bullshit ass paperwork. You feel me? For peanuts. Right. So but it just people got to believe in each other to work with each other.
Agreed.
But people so distracted for the big lights. You feel me? Knowing that if they put that work in, they can get their own big lights. But they don't want to work for it. They want the shit give it to them.
Is it that, or they don't want to deal with whoever's trying to teach them? Like my brother said, we had Chuck T on here. Chuck T done been on a couple times, and they were talking about perpetuity. And I just feel like a person might listen to you that's a DJ, but won't listen to Chuck T just because Chuck T's status. He's just a little more commercial than you are. But it's still valuable information, and vice versa. They might listen to Chuck T, but not listen to you when both of y'all are trying to work for the Carolina.
Yeah. Shit, it goes back to knowing if you know better, you'll understand to do better, and you got to do your research and find out what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, and do your research to. All right, I'm gonna go this way, or all right, I know what this way is, but I did my homework. This approach is better. You feel me? Because everything's about information. It's about knowing how to do things correctly. And really, there's really no way of learning how to do the shit correctly unless you really put in the work and learn through the good and the bad. Because there's no blueprint of success when there's music shit.
True that.
So, let me ask you, who your top 5 commercial and who your top 5 here in Carolina?
Damn. To be honest with you, it's like somebody asked me what are my 5 top MCs. I don't have any. Cause I like all good music. So, I might have 5 dope records that I like. You feel me? Or I might have 10 dope records that I like. But, I rig off the music more than the artist.
So you want to give me 5 dope albums? Just 5 dope albums to you?
All right. This ain't no particular number order. I'm just spitting names out. Nas Illmatic. Man. I can be all over the place.
It gets hard after that, man. Like I do this all the time. And I'll do the top 5 game. But what my caveat to doing the top 5 is always, this is right now based on how I'm feeling. Your top 5 is gonna change every fucking day. Motherfucker, every day, your list is gonna change every day.
Every house is emotion. Art is emotion, and that's what music is.
Mm-hmm.
People don't give. There's a lot of people that don't get enough credit. Motherfucker want to say Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Pac, Biggie, Nas, and Tupac. We'll say that, right? Is Scarface any less than Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac, or Tupac?
X.
Is Redman. Is DMX.
Rakim.
Is Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jadakiss.
Trick Daddy.
Trick
Daddy say a lot of crazy shit these days, and people don't want to take him serious. But if you go back and you listen to that shit, he was going crazy.
Crazy. Hey, and my brother know I'm a Slim Thug fan. Like I listen to Slim Thug all the time. I think Slim Thug out there just because his swagger matched my energy. So I deal with Slim Thug a lot. You got shit. Who else out there? You know, people talk that shit about T.I. lately, but if you listen to T.I., like if you was on I'm Serious T.I., like you see the evolution and the growth. You fully invested.
So yeah, let's be silly for a second. We was doing celebrity deathmatch while you was trying to get your shit together.
Don't say
right?
Boozy and T.I.
I was thinking that before the show, and it couldn't come out because I was thinking too hard. So old school celebrity deathmatch, Claymation. Who you got? T.I. or Boosie?
I'm gonna say Boosie.
You got Boosie in celebrity deathmatch? What you say, Carolina?
Tip. Around with Tip.
I'll say Tip, but not because he just wins the fight, but because he'll have backup. He'll have a Wayne. He'll have a Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that I pride Boosie on, and also, come on, like, it's all about being from your hood and representing where you from, but it's also about growth. And I don't know that Boosie has showed as much growth as he should have over the last 15, 20 years.
He hasn't. Beehive, Gangsta Wick from Ghetto Mafia. He said, technically, name a Boosie hit with Boosie by himself.
Set it off.
That's it. Name another one.
Set it off.
Exactly. Name another one.
By himself. I like a lot of Boosie music, but he does a lot of features and he does them homegrown. Like I said, I appreciate the same things that I think you need to work on.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Ted. You got an unlimited budget. You can produce it. You can have somebody else produce it. Who would you want to see work together that nobody has seen?
Oh, damn. Damn. Dead or alive? It don't matter?
It don't matter. That man hat came up a little bit.
It got to be rap or whatever. It don't matter.
So, I mean, like you had a beanie. Like back in the day, we lived for the feature, for the guest spot.
Yeah, we did.
You had like Scarface and Beanie Siegel. You know what I'm saying? So, in the vein of old school throwback hip hop, if that's what we got to call it,
yeah.
Who would you put together now?
Shit, I just thinking about it, James Brown and DMX.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Just because the energy is there. Mm-hmm. Maybe not necessarily the context of the subject matter, but the energy is there.
And plus, James Brown is hip hop. You feel me?
First rapper. So I always say that.
How much more raw can you get with the Godfather of Soul and the Dog?
James Brown is the first person to make the mention of rapping.
Rick Ross and Prince.
That go together.
Yeah.
That definitely go together.
Why you bullshit too though?
What about Drake and Michael Jackson?
Whoop.
No,
I
don't know.
That's a double hit. That's a quadruple platinum hit, whatever it might be.
I don't know. I think if Bobby wasn't on drugs, when Bobby and Ja Rule connected, I think that could have been something that was monumental.
Agreed.
I think that could have been something that was monumental. Like, cause when it dropped,
they did something together now.
Yeah, they did. That's what I'm saying. Like, but that was just that one track. Like, if they would have did an album featured on somebody else's album, like type shit, like had some longevity into it, I think they would have crushed it.
Outkast didn't need no help, man, and I keep looking at the poster. That's one of my favorite images in hip hop.
Oh, we can do that. We can put Bruno Mars on Outkast.
I was just thinking Soul Sonic and Outkast.
Soul Sonic and Outkast.
Soul Sonic, Outkast, and George Clinton.
That'd be dope.
No. Anthony Hamilton.
I think Anthony is a hired gun in that situation.
But it's Southern. I think he just his voice is so Southern. So on them tracks with him singing on the hook, it resonates. You get those Blackberry Molasses.
Yeah.
Like that type Southern song.
So we getting towards the, we run about an hour, a little bit over sometimes.
Yeah, we got late today.
Yeah, we got a little late start.
Yeah,
and I got to work tomorrow, cuz. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
I'm not a celebrity, cuz. I still live. We had a check-to-check episode with my cousin.
Yeah,
I still live that shit very well. You know what I'm talking about? What would you like to see for D-Tech over these next 5 years? Like, what's your target, and what do you manifest or see for your target over these next 5 years?
Shit. Really some pink in the brain type shit.
Okay. As you should. As you should.
Shit. I guess like somebody won the lottery ticket. They just become lit. They do things that they wasn't able to do before. So for me saying that is like me and my crew, we just one record away from from really being out of here. So shit, I'm ready to see what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years. To be honest with you.
There you go. So
yeah, it's definitely our time. We got real motion going on. Shit. You gotta make sure we hold on to the surfboard tight.
Absolutely.
Because when that wave hits, just be ready to catch the wave.
Because everybody gets it. If we all put in the work, and we all do,
that's the word you said. Work.
If we all put in the work,
and we all working individually, and we working together, as long as we all working, we'll get there.
And again, let's not be afraid to barter out here, cuz. Like I said, the more lottery tickets we play, the bigger the chances that we win.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You putting your star, you putting a dollar amount on your star. It's like who was that? One of 50's producers. He did, what song was that? He did one of 50's bigger songs. And he wanted 200,000 flat out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And 50 was like, I'll give you 2 points on the shit.
Yeah.
And the man was hard down to get his 200 grand. When 2 points on any of the songs, what do you think 2 points on any of the songs from Get Rich or Die Trying would have made him?
Millions. He's a mill.
So that's my thing to have these artists and these other business people think about, man. The barter system is still real and it can work. Now it does have to make sense. We don't do things for free. We're not in the place of abusing each other or abusing ourselves for the sake of somebody else. But if this man is the producer and that man is the rapper, we need to start having a duty to make the connection. If this person is a graphic designer and this person is a promoter, let's start taking the number ones from all these different avenues and work it together. You don't owe him your soul or nothing. Look, you need such and such, I can do that for you and I can do it cheap. Okay, well, I can't really pay you, but I can do this, which is as valuable as this. You know what I'm saying? we all need to do better about
Catching on
hanging
the
up the
back
petty
end.
shit and working towards the success of each other. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a dollar amount on those types of things.
Mm-mm.
So either way, we go into this last little phase, man. We do a song of the week type thing. It's always hard because you're talking about one song out of billions of fucking songs at this point. But if there's a song that resonates in your spirit that you feel like people in internet land need to hear this week, what do you feel like that song might be? Okay.
Oh, damn. Shit.
And it don't have to be hip hop.
Nah, okay. Damn. All right. Because, you know, when I go walking, I listen to music. And when I listen to music, I listen to what's going to motivate me to keep walking.
Okay.
Lately, it's been like KRS-One or Public Enemy. So
Okay.
I'm going to say KRS-One. So I've listened to a mix of all his catalogs. So any one of his records.
Okay. So we putting KRS-One on the list. Y'all check out when you queue up your Pandora, your Apple Music, put that shit on random or the radio and be inspired. Carolina, what you got?
The niggas. Now I'm just playing. I choose R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly.
Okay. Now that's gonna cause a controversy right there. We can separate the music from the artist. Most people can't though, just so you know. All right.
R. Kelly,
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Superstitious, man. I've been on some Stevie Wonder shit here over the last month or so.
Real?
I've been hard on Stevie Wonder over this last month. That's the beautiful thing about the digital age of music. Your memory is your worst enemy. If you can think of it, you can hear it in a second. But I'm in a Stevie Wonder rabbit hole right now. And just as a 1B, Simply Red, Holding On.
Yeah, we talked
or
about
Holding Back the Years.
Keep holding on.
Holding Back the Years. But look, we're going to give you a solo layout. You on the screen by yourself, Ted. Go ahead and give people your social. Let them know where they can find you. You can be motivational. You can curse a motherfucker out. Just say your piece to the people, man. This is the last call.
This is the last call, so I got to make my last round. One time for everybody who definitely show love and support the DJ, and especially myself as DJ D-Tech. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. It'll be Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, DJ DTEC. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you go to my Instagram page, everything will be in my bio. As well, don't forget, I'm dropping a new project, mixtape. It's got Motion Volume 1. So I'm definitely going to be on my digital side of things. So, you know, I'm about to start rebranding myself as Digital Tech and just really have fun and just, you know, upload a lot of my old content that no one has even seen, heard yet. So I'm definitely going to be uploading a lot of stuff to my YouTube channel and creating new content and platforms as well, too. Podcast coming soon. So, you know, definitely, you know, make sure you follow me on DJ D-Tech on my social media platforms. And shit, just hit me up. I'm here. All you got to do is hit me up.
Say no more, man. Carolina, what you got for the people on the last call?
Well, I want to start off. I definitely want to run this back with D-Tech.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to know, D-Tech, we definitely need to run this back. Network and superpower, and the world's a small place.
Correct.
Like, hit D-Tech up. Once again, he's been a legend since I was growing up because my brother 5 years older than me. So I heard about D-Tech. I knew about D-Tech. And the fact that me and his little brother graduated together,
that's crazy.
Earlier, yeah, it's full circle. It's crazy. We've had, as far as DJs, him. We had Chuck T, Kryptonite, Prince Ice,
Neek at Night,
Frosty, Tony
Venom.
Gray, Venom, Risque DJ. Like we've had all these people from Colombia. That's just we all got surplus. They all got the same mind frame. It's just we got to put everybody together. So if all the leaders got that mind frame, we got to make sure the people that need leading have that same mind frame. They don't have to run to Atlanta. They don't have to run down 20. They don't have to run up 77 to Charlotte. Like they can stay here and get the work. They might have to fight harder, but they can stay here and get that work. But Network Superpower definitely got to have them back and run this back. So peace and blessings. Blessings and highly favored to you, D-Tech, and all your endeavors.
That's a hard word for you to say, endeavors.
Bruh,
and all
I
your
ain't think I'm
endeavors.
getting that bitch out. It got out? Because I didn't think it was going to get out. I'm
No doubt, man.
I didn't think it was going to get out.
Hey, man, look, I'm Jay Walking the Third, man. Y'all can add me. My IG is fucked up. I don't know if I can get in that shit. Passwords is bullshit. The internet is bullshit sometimes. But y'all check me out, man. If you can't get at me at IG, you can hit us up at the email, the bottom of the bottle at gmail.com. Y'all check out the people locally, man. We got extraordinary people that you would never even know, man, unless you look. Love the ones who love you back. And more importantly than that, love yourself. Nothing good is going to come of you if you don't love yourself, man. God put you here. He made a special place for you. Don't you never forget that shit in your life. You are here for a reason. Even when it get down, bad, fucked up, you here for a reason. So, that being said, like this shit, subscribe, turn your notifications on, all that good internet talk, man. This is the bottom of the bottle. I'm Jay Walking the Third. That's Carolina Dirt 803. Special shout out to my homie D-Tech, man. Good to chop it up with you, man. We're going to get you back on. And outside of that, until the next time, man, we go.
Be easy. You can stay on tech for a minute, for a second.
All right, bet. I don't know.